Hi Taurus, welcome to your March 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So quick note about my readings, they are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Taurus, this is for you. I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, complete picture of how they speak to you. And remember, with the monthly tarot reading, we're going to look at all of your different sectors. Then we're going to break it down week by week. And your week card is what informs your week ahead message. So that will become like your key to the week for the weeks of March. And then all of this is underneath the influence of the key to the month card, which is going to see you kind of what the overarching energy or theme is. So with that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's get into it. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit the subscribe button. So for your actions and options, or actions and interactions with the world at large over the course of March this month, you get the Emperor, right? So this is you at full steam ahead. You are charging ahead with your plans. This is going to see you really claiming the title of boss. This is you really launching into the month of March with all of the fire and passion behind you, which I absolutely love. What I find interesting as well is at the beginning of this month, Mars is going to move out of Taurus and into the sign of Gemini, which is going to see you, in a way, it kind of, I feel like it's going to give you more energy rather than less. Like, even though Mars is the planet of action and energy and passion and desire, it's interesting that you have the Emperor here, because it's kind of like this month I feel like you're going to assimilate the energy that Mars has given you. So it's come in, giving you all that energy, passion and zhuzhed you up, and now it's gone into Gemini. It's like, right, okay, let's delve into that sort of monetary aspect of things, which you Taurians love and are known for. So your Emperor card sees you not only acting like a boss this month, it's going to see you really very outspoken. It's going to see you acting in a way that kind of feels more authentic and more true to yourself than maybe you have been in a while. This is going to see you really getting ahead, and in a lot of ways this is going to see you putting the final stamp on a lot of your decisions. So I kind of feel like this is going to be the month where you say, right, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what I will accept, this is what I won't. If you have your own company or your own business, it would be like, right, okay, this is what we're doing, and it's not open for discussion. It's like you've got a really clear idea now of where you want to take things, how you want things to move forward for you, and more importantly, you're more aware. It's just like you're more self-aware of the power that you have, the responsibility that's on your shoulders. But rather than cracking or buckling under the weight, you know, like maybe you have in previous months, let's face it, Taurus has had a really hard time. This month, it's like you're like, no, I remember who I am. I remember what I'm good at. I remember what my skills are, and I'm going in for it. So I really love this for you. I think it's actually a good card to start the month on. For your money and materials, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So for those of you that work for somebody else, this is probably going to be a month where you are either seeking a pay rise or looking for new work. This is going to be, for some of you, this might literally be you saying, you know what, I don't feel like I'm appreciated. I don't feel like the rewards that I deserve are actually there. Fix it or I'm out. It's kind of like you, almost like you're feeling brave and strong enough to give an ultimatum to a boss, to own something. For those of you that work for yourselves, this could literally be new business or new money coming in for you. And what I really like about it as well, it kind of suggests that you could be hiring somebody this month. And for those of you that aren't sort of working or, you know, anything like that, this just suggests that you are dedicating more time to your own personal material existence. So this could be working on your body, working on your health. This could be you picking up a new hobby that has a very practical element to it. Something that you would do with your hands, something that you would do with your physical body. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a really strong sense of it being something very down to earth and practical. Now, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, I think you're going to be feeling a lot stronger this month, maybe than you have in previous months, even with Mars having gone through your sign. And yeah, when it comes to the home, this is you literally, for a lot of you, this could be literally doing construction on the home, working on the home, changing the home in some regard, like making it more comfortable, making it more luxurious, maybe even increasing the value of the property that you are in or own. For your communications and conversations, this is the second time this card has come up in this position, so I'm intrigued now. Right, so what this suggests to me is this is going to be a month of learning. It looks like this is going to see you maybe working, for some of you this could be working on things like marketing campaigns. For some of you this could, I say this because it's right next to the Ace of Pentacles, which suggests that you're doing something new to increase your revenue or your monies. When it comes to communication, I actually think it's going to be slow, steady and easy this month. I do get the sense as well that you're kind of just saying, this is what I want, these are what my expectations are, do what you can to deliver them. We will tweak the plans as and when they come up, which is nice, right? For those of you that are looking to go into or working around education of some sort, this suggests that you could do very well this month. But remember, the Three of Pentacles is one of its old meanings or associations was le métier, right? And this is about the apprentice. So what is it this month that you know you need help with, or maybe your skills aren't quite where they need to be for you to step ahead with it? This is a good month for you to reach out because your expectations are realistic, but more importantly, you have all of the energy that you need to do the work that has to be done, which is really exciting actually. For your heart and half, you have the Ten of Swords. I'm sorry to say this is not a great card. I mean, you only have to really look at it to know that, to be honest. Remember, your heart and half is your familial ties, your interpersonal relationships, and your actual relationships, if you have one. One of the things that comes up with the Ten of Swords, this is an ending or a completion. Now, if there is a friend or a family member that you've been having challenges or trouble with, this may very well be the month where it comes to a head or it comes to a close of some sort. And the reason I say this, you've got the Ten of Swords right next to the Three of Pentacles, which suggests that there is not only a clash of opinions, but it's almost like maybe you're giving some advice that is solid, that is sound, but this person just doesn't want to hear it. And maybe because they ignore the advice that you give them, they get themselves into some sort of shit. And then maybe, just maybe, Taurus being Taurus says, you know, something along the lines of, well, I told you that would happen. Boom, it all kicks off. This would be a month where, because it is the Ten of Swords, and like I said, you are being more you than ever before. This is very likely to see either a friendship or a familial tie either come to an end or come to a head, where, you know, it's going to get ugly in a specific conversation. Now, for those of you that are single, it looks like there may have been somebody that was, you know, kind of in the background and, you know, doing their thing, and do you know what I mean? Whereas, and I kind of have to say, this Ten of Swords suggests that this is not the person. This is not your person. It's not them. All right. That doesn't mean there isn't going to be someone. It just means that it's not this person. For those of you that are married or in relationships, something that you guys have had, almost like an elephant in the room between you, needs to be laid to rest, because if you allow it to fester any longer, it is going to cause a problem. And it also suggests to me, because you've got the Three of Pentacles there as well, this is not a month to allow any outside influence in your relationship. All right, you have to keep the home and the hearth solid. Everything else and everyone else is outside of that. So for your weeks of the month, for your first week of March, you have the Death card, right? And this is right underneath the Emperor. So what's the interesting thing? The Death card is number 13, 1 and 3 gives you 4. The Emperor is number 4. Both of these cards, so the Death card is Scorpio ruled, the Emperor is Aries ruled. Both of these cards, what do they share? The ancient ruler of both of these signs is actually Mars. So very, very interesting. The first week of March, I think not only are you going to be standing in your own power more than you have for a while, it does suggest to me that you will be having a very serious conversation with either a work colleague, with, you know, somebody that may be in a position of authority. You might even be having a discussion with somebody that works as a part of an institution. And what this is going to do for you more than anything else, this is going to see you making a very clear distinction. This is where I stand, and I'm not budging from this spot. I think it was Aristotle or Archimedes that said, and I use this saying all the time just because I love it, and it, you know, it's properly like a little bit of me. I love this saying, but give me one firm spot on which to stand and I shall move the earth. That's just, you know, who we are. Awesome. This is very much a month like that for you, and I think this is going to start for you straight out of the gate in March. For your second week of the month, you have the Moon card. So when it comes to money, finances and resources, you are going in a new direction, but you just need to make sure that you have all of the facts. Now, what's really interesting here is your top row, there's no water at all. Your bottom row, straight away, we've got two cards. Scorpio, water ruled. Moon card, Pisces, water. So there's a lot of emotional energy, turbulence and upheaval over these first 2 weeks of the month, and I really want you to be aware that that energy is floating around, because everything that's happening on the surface, you're kind of like all over it, but underneath it does look like there's maybe some you know what they say, still waters run deep, as the saying goes. Just something for you to be aware of. So when it comes to the money, when it comes to the finances, this second week of the month, just be sure that you have all of the facts. And also as well, when it comes to finances and resources, if you do have maybe you've got a friend or a family member or a loved one that you know, when they screw up with their finances, they hit you up for cash. If that happens over the course of this month, it's likely to be here in the second week. And if that happens this month, you are to say no. And maybe, just maybe actually, this is what the Death card is about. Maybe you're drawing a line under something, an experience that you continually have. And usually you kind of say, oh, you know what, I'll do what I can. This time it's like you're stamping it out and you're putting your foot down. For your third week of the month, you have the World card, right? The universe in this deck is even more beautiful. And this is underneath the Three of Pentacles. This is a change in status. Some of you, this could be conception kind of energy. Now, it doesn't have to be conception in terms of like a physical birth, although for some of you it's definitely that. Some of you could literally be accepted to a school, a university or a course of some sort. Some of you could literally be conceiving a big idea or launching a big idea that you've worked very hard on out into the world, which I absolutely love. And because it is the universe or the World card, it suggests that the reach that you're hoping to gain is there. You are able to reach large numbers of people, big groups or gatherings, or maybe even just the demographic that you're trying to aim for, which is very exciting. Another way that this could play out as well, like I said, yes, it could be actual conception of a baby, but it's for a lot of you, this is likely to be the conception of a project of some sort. And there is kind of like almost like a little bit of a tribal energy to this. Like maybe it's like you find your people, maybe you find your group or your crew, you know, the people that you can work with, study with, you know, people that you can gather, gain or welcome knowledge in with. Really very exciting. So for your fourth week of the month, you have the Strength card. You are having to put your foot down with something this month with a loved one. I don't feel like it's the partner. I actually feel like this is like an extended family member. So, you know, parents, uncles, aunts, cousins, etc. Now, when it comes to your physical health this month, in this fourth week of the month, because you've got the Strength card right underneath the Ten of Swords, you must look after your back, as in like your physical back, the spine, the muscles around it, all of that. This would be a good month if you are doing any exercise regime to maybe incorporate some sort of strengthening exercises for the back. Maybe even, you know, I mean, by the end of the month, I think we'll be able to go back to chiropractors and stuff. So if you can do that, even better. Now, let's have a look at your key to the month. This month, you get the Emperor. I mean, this is you very strong, very much launching into your own power. This is you standing your ground, speaking your truth, owning up, but it's more you than you've been in a long time. Like maybe this is going to be you kind of just settling into your own power. And what's this as well? Remember, you've got a double hit of the Emperor card, which is, you know, about the hard and fast things. And this suggests to me that this month you are going to see the physical manifestation of efforts that you've already put in. Something moves ahead, something moves forward, something comes into the practical, real, tangible sphere, which is, I mean, it's just a really great month. I think everybody's feeling it, even with this stuff. I think this is going to be a good month for you. I think this is where you're really going to be standing in your power to kind of say no is no. All right, so with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. I was going to say week. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. With that said, take care and I will see you soon.